Hello everybody and welcome back to The Avaricious Gaming. It is I, The Avaricious Gamer. And I'm going back to Train Sim World 2. Now it's been a while since I did the tutorials from the Sand Patch grade. And although I've got all this DLC I could be looking into, I want to shut cars in the Sand Patch grade. So that's not clicky. Southeastern High Speed. That's a cool looking train. I should have probably double checked my my settings. I don't think I've played Train Sim World 2 since I've got the new monitor. I don't think I've played it in 2K yet. Alright guys, so we are here in the Y102, which is the follow-up to the Y101, the little shunting we did in the other episode. Morning bowl switching, some of the cuts in the arrival siding short. So we're going to be shunting trucks into their destination tracks. Should take about 40 minutes. We'll see about that. Let's begin. Alright, we want to dump you. Switch you to freight, bail off. Let's get lights on. Now let's throw you in forward. Let's turn generator field on. Zoom in real quick. We want ditch lights, gauge lights, step lights, and then we want to switch that to couple that long hood in, short hood in, controlled from another unit, coupled at either end. We want from the long hood in, right? Yeah. Alrighty, there we go. Alright. Dynamic brake off and throttle to 2. Let it throttle up. We're gonna open our window here and I don't know how to lean out. I guess you can't lean out. Oh well. Alright, throttle up to 3. Gonna take it slow. And throttle up to 4. And here we go. We are underway. So we want to take a look at our map real quick. How do you get to your map? Oh, map. That's not the map I'm looking for. And there we go. Alright, so as you can see here, we're traveling along the line. This is our shunt. So that is this is the line we are looking for right here. And so we're going to be going up to this cutoff. This switch lever right here is one to pay attention to, because it is not right. So we'll have to take our time. No, we want full map, and then we want to back. All right, here we go. It's squeaking an awful lot, so that's why I thought like maybe because we're in 4. Why are we moving slow, you know? So I figured there was something going on with the brakes, but maybe not. And look at our beautiful engine. It's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's beautiful as can be. And so there is, which button does it? 1. How do I go into free mode? There we go. And so it's going to be this one right here that needs to be switched. All right, back into 1. All right. All right, let's look at let's go into our map. What is the short key for map? All right, so as you can see, all of our switch levers are right, and we're good to go. So let's bump it into 5 and get us a little heat going. And not too much heat though, because we don't want to derail anything. We just want to get more than a coast going. And we're just gonna basically do some basic shunting, and that's the gist. How's everybody doing? I'm toying around with streaming this after this video comes out. I'm toying around with doing a lot of things, apparently. So this is something everybody would be interested in seeing on stream. That will be nice to let me know. Now that I've had a busy month with my son's birthday and stuff being around this time and things like that. I went a little too far with that and slowed way the hell down. That's okay. We'll go at this slow pace right here. 5. Driving under the speed limit. Always obey the speed limit when you're on the tracks. Believe me, that's something you want to do. Derailing is not fun, especially when you got a boatload of people. How would I know? I don't drive trains for a living. Alrighty. And we've got connection in 3, 2, 1. Touchdown. Oof. Objective complete. Now, actually I should be able to. 9 opens map, okay. Let's sit down here and sit back in the engineering chair. Which one takes me? 8, okay. 8 oh no, we're going to go in reverse. We shouldn't be moving anyways. I have to make sure. Let's see, all these cars are mine. Just trying to make sure like a couple are locked. Looking for the brakes. This I must not have to. Oh, there it is. Released. Okay, yeah, released. Okay, I should be good then. Let's throw this baby in reverse, and let's throw some power behind it. We'll go on up to 3, and then all right, let's go on up to 4. 4 should get us a little pull going, not a whole lot. There we go though. So we'll be going pretty far back down the line though. If we look at our map real quick, let's see, is that all my cars though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, that's all 10 of my cars, and we'll be going all the way back down here. And I'm going to go and switch this lever real quick, so I'll be able to back down in the right direction. So let's get that going. Oop, wrong button. Let's get that going. 8. Hey, and then let's zoom. So it is this one right here that needs to get switched. It's going the wrong way. Switch lever, please. Switch lever, please. Switch, please. Maybe I'm too far away. Can I throw some more heat? I can. As you can see, our train's moving there in the background. It's not letting me throw the lava. Well, maybe because it's this one I gotta throw. I'm not entirely sure. It's not letting me move either one. And my train is coming, so. Let me move the lever. Well then. Alright, then let's look at the map. Look at our map for a second, because we're going to have to, yeah, it should be. Alright, let's try and hit it one time real quick. Let me throw this lever. Okay, well, let's take the power away. And let's hope we didn't back up too far. Oof. Alright, let's throw you in neutral. Alright, let's get out of the captain's seat. We may have gone just a little bit too far. We may not be able to access the lever. Why won't it let me switch any of these? That's what I want to know. You can clearly look on the map. Okay, for some reason it's switched automatically. Who does that? How do? Well, that's just gross. Okay, just absolutely gross. Because if I'd known that was going to happen, I wouldn't have slowed down. I would have just kept going. Close the door on you, sir. Alright, back in reverse. Let's throw it up to 4 and just let it go. We should be just fine. We'll throw it up into 5 just to get us going. Alright, here we go. Pulling on. Well, while we are here, let's take this time to take a look at a glorious train we're pulling. Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal. It's got such a glow to it too. The game is absolutely beautiful. I've always admired train simulator games, and when I finally got into the first Train Sim world, I was so ecstatic. You wouldn't believe how happy I was when I first started Train Simulator World. And then Train Simulator World 2 come out, and I was just over the hill. But the game is just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And once you learn the controls and, you know, don't take breaks so you don't forget what you're doing, you know, you're great. You're golden. And we've got about 190 yards to go. Just want to keep on keeping on now. What I wonder is, and I'm going to Google this here in a second. Just want to keep an eye on the prize. What I wonder is there a way to take the HUD? Is there a way to remove the HUD from the game? Alright, so we're at 90 yards. Let's bump it back down to 4. 68 yards. Let's bump it down to 3. 51 yards. 42. Let's go ahead and just take the no, we'll leave it at 3. And this will keep us from losing too much speed too fast. I lied. We got about 19, 18, 17, 16, 15 yards to go. Hey, where's that train going? Moving real slow here. That's fine. We want to move real slow. 1. All right, let's go ahead and get it stopped. Boosh. We're gonna have to wait for it to catch up anyways. Yep, there it goes. Can you remove the HUD in Train Sim World 2? Look at okay, well, I didn't think I would have to go on PC for this answer. Well then, that's disabling HUD in Train Sim World PS4. That's not the answer I want. Here we go. That doesn't tell me anything. Okay, hold on. F1 should. Oh, okay, that'll be good. Love it. All right, here we go. Now we are going to be moving forward. So let's get us going forward, and we'll put us into 3. We're on the incline. That's fine. 4. This will get us moving ahead fairly slowly and give us time to look at our map. All right, so we'll be going ahead straight this time. Oh, well, that's, I don't know why it keeps doing that. Let's hit 8, because we need to rush up here and throw this lever. There we go. 9. That should have us going the right direction. Okay, cool. Now, are there any more levers to throw? Yes, we've got to go up. Not 1, but 2. All right, let's get there. Okay, so it should be this one that we got to switch. All right, let's hit this again. And then let's, because we're going into this siding right here. Yep, all right, we're good. Good, okay. So while we're good, let's take F1 away. And let's go get a look at our train. Just move along this side where the sun is. Oh, look at it. So beautiful. I don't know how I got FPS running up there. I don't know how I did that. How do I make the FPS go away? Here's the rear camera. Oh man, what button did I hit? No, it wasn't M. Was it F2? I have no idea what button I hit. Oh, we probably want to, oh man. Oh, we probably want to slow down. Oh no, that's the wrong way to slow down. 9. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. We definitely want to start slowing up. We don't want to go as slow as we're going though, so we'll bring the throttle back up to 4, and let's get our free roam camera back. Yeah, got to be careful when you're in the free roam camera because the WASD keys will change things on you. But look at this absolute honker of a train. And just, so it makes me think though, looking at it go by like this, how long are train, when I've seen trains, because there's a train track that runs through my hometown, and I've been stuck at trains, and I have to wonder to myself, man, sometimes them trains look large. But I've never sat there and kind of, actually I think we have. I think we've kind of like 20 to 25 cars before, so. Majestic, absolutely majestic. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna come here real quick. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Let's turn herd off. Let's get our snap. Oh. There we go. And then let's get ready to start slowing this bad boy down. Yep. I see it coming. Do I dare go ahead and shift the reverser down to 3? Because it's going to slow it up. We will now. I feel like it's close enough. What does 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? That's what 9 does. Oh. Alright, let's go ahead and hit our service brake to full. There you go. Alright, let's put ourselves in put ourselves in neutral. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a second because this is bothering me that the FPS is sitting there in my corner. Oh, I really should get the rail driver. Screen. Controls, keyboard controls. How do I toggle FPS? How did I turn it on? I have no idea how I turned it on. I don't want to just go hitting buttons. Oh, it doesn't say. Let's see. Let's get up here to where, because it seems to be an ABC order. There is, it doesn't say. It doesn't say. Wow. Okay, so I'm really gonna have to Google this and waste more of y'all's time while I Google how to toggle SPS. How do you toggle FPS in Train Sim World 2? Hotkeys. Someone please have F3. Really? Didn't think I hit F3. But I did. All right. Wrong button. All right, let's go and uncouple the cars. Blasted, I should be able to uncouple it from here. Unlocked. Oh no. No, wrong. Wrong. I've got to uncouple 4 vehicles. Which is going to be these last 4. They want me to uncouple the last 4. Alright, here we go. Cool. Stop at area indicated. Alright, so back in reverse we go. I mean, I kind of like running up and down the tracks to hit that, but from now on, I'm pretty sure I can just go into the free roam camera and hit it. It'll save time. Won't be very realistic though, so maybe I just won't. All right, let's get it. All right, we're going to reverse, reverse. While you're powering up. All right. Throttle 4. Alrighty, and while we're doing that, let's. Oh no, I hit the wrong button. Internal cameras, engineer seat. Okay, cool. 8 is free roam. So we're pulling back all the way to where we just were. And it's always a good idea to check your map to make sure you're going to come out exactly where you want. And there's only one way to come out. Now, what I don't know is why it makes you pull back so far with just 6 cars, because it's just going to tell you to go down one of these other sidings. And so I don't understand why it makes you go back so far. But I feel good about it. So let's turn off HUD and just watch in majesty and enjoy how everything goes. Now, what I also will say, and y'all give me some advice here, for anyone that makes it this far into the video, if you would like, instead of watching this whole scenario play out, now if I stream, it's one thing, but instead of watching the whole scenario play out as like a video, if maybe you just want me to chop it a little bit down to like 30 minutes and just like get some nice little screenshots and some nice little just some, you know, drive-bys of the train and things like that and stuff, and like this right here is going to be such a cool shot from right here. It would be such a cool shot. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take me a screenshot for right here. Right here. And boom. That's just an excellent view of the train. And so I'm gonna back us back to 4 and keep us rolling. As you can see, the train's slowed down quite a bit from that, which is fine. We want it to slow down. You know, you don't want to, I mean, with these targets like this, it's hard to overshoot them when you got such a long train. And so even if like your rear car or even your rear train or your front, your main locomotive where you're operating everything from, you know, overshoots the gap, as long as some part of the train is in it, then you should be fine. So let's go with 2. Yeah. Look at this. This is a nice little shot too. Watching the train just kind of approach where you want to stop. And so I don't know, maybe it's just a safety thing. When they're shutting cars in a big yard like this, they want you to go back so far before you move to the next siding and shunt forward. So I don't know. I've never worked in a train yard. I've like absolutely have thought about being in it, like running a locomotive like this, or even just a passenger engineer. That would be amazing for me. But that is things that, oof, that's math I could never do. I am I am a book smart guy, and I retain knowledge, and I could, could spit a few of this and a few of that, and I could put two and two together. But like, I'm no genius. Like, I'm no like super mastermind. All right, and we're coming up here. We're gonna back it down into the third, and you'll watch as it just starts. The speed just starts ticking away. Actually, let's throw our HUD back up. Watch the speed just start slowly fading away. Oh, it might be fading away too fast. Just a little too fast for my taste, but here you go. Throttle 3 will, and we'll even take the throttle all the way out. Look at that. Oh, we may have to go back a little more. So this dot may have to be in your lead train. Ooh, red zone. Ooh, red zone. Yeah, your lead train may have to be on this dot. There you go. All right. So we can put us into forward motion again. 3. Let her boost up. There we go. 4. All right. Let's hit F1. And we'll go into our free camera. Yeah. Again, you gotta watch yourself. You'll stop your train and not even know why. Alright. So these 6 cars will be going to a completely different siding that we're gonna find out about right now. Alright, so these 3 trains are going to the next siding. So we need to go up to the third one. So we're going basically into the same branch, but we'll go ahead and boost up some. But we are absolutely going to be going to a different siding here. So I think it is this one I want. Let me look at the map real quick. Make sure it didn't screw up. Oh, absolutely, bet. All right, so let's go to this camera. Yeah, this is a nice view. We're actually kick it up a little bit actually. Throttle 5. Let's get it moving. We'll actually push it to throttle 6. I feel comfortable with going to throttle 6. And then we'll switch to, yeah, this is a good look. And then I'll throttle back down to 4 once I reach my little juncture. Oh, this is an absolutely beautiful look. Now, of course, you can see a little bit of frame dippage. I don't have the beefiest of PCs, but that is absolutely okay. Tiny bits of frame dippage, hardly noticeable when you're looking at it from some angles. And so that's 1, 2. Let's see. We're back down into 4. And so, oh, that's not slowing us up as much as I would hope. Oh, we might have to hit the cab and let's take some ampage away. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's dropping now. It dropped down now. I didn't want I don't want to approach it going super fast, because then you have to stop. As long as you're under 60, you know, you're good. Or maybe, I don't know what you need to be under in the yard. Maybe it's 15. Maybe you have to be under 15 or 20. Maybe you got to be under 20 in the yard. Who knows? Doesn't exactly tell me. Sometimes it tells me up there, sometimes it don't. Let's get rid of all this HUD stuff, man. Look at all these cars I still have to move. We've been playing for 35 minutes and over 35 minutes, and we've still got nowhere to where I'm still nowhere near done. It's a 40-minute job, mate. 40-minute job. I am moving at a snail's speed though. No, don't get it twisted. I am taking it slow and cautious. Excuse me. And alright, we're gonna back all the way out the throttle. Train's gonna start slowing down. Alright. Objective complete. And so we'll be we'll be leaving 3 of these behind right here. Alrighty. From here. Alright, objective complete. And back all the way back down the line. Alright, so let's get her in reverse and let's get her going up. Let's get her up to speed. And I feel comfortable that we shouldn't have to adjust anything just yet. So I'm going to throw her into 5 and we'll take a look at the map, because it should just back right on down the line. So I shouldn't have to worry about anything. So once we get her back to here, we'll throw her in damn 6 and we'll go with her. Yeah. Because you don't want to take any kind of curve any way too fast. That's for sure. Like, absolutely not. Alrighty, let's throw her into 6 and get moving. And you know what? I have been taking it kind of easy. So, because I haven't been wanting to mess it up. So I have been taking it slow. We'll throw it into 7 actually. I'm feeling kind of ballsy here. Here we go. And we're just trying to make a quick break for the we're just trying to speed up just a tad bit. Yeah, driving over the speed limit. Speed limit's 15 in the yard, so we won't pump it back up to 7 per se. We're coming up on this, so we're gonna want to start cutting the throttle here. We're good. Cruising. That little red dot you see down here on the speedometer in the HUD, that little red dot tells you where the speed limit is. And we're almost there. I don't trust myself. And you can really jerk people around with the using the brakes and stuff. So I kind of get a feel for, just got to get I had a feel for the throttle at one point to where I could just throttle off and like slow to a complete stop where I wanted to. And we'll see if we can't get back there to that. And that should be good. Yeah, alright. So, stop at the location indicated. So we're going to be going back forward. And we'll bump her on up to 3. Get her going. 4. Back to 4. Alright, now we will be going into a different branch of sidings in this one. We was going up until this one. So we'll have to hit this one, and then we'll have to go up and hit this one. So let's go 3 up on this line and hit this one on the branch where it branches off. So let's get to it. All right, and freedom. Why am I not in the free? Oh, I wasn't in free camera. Okay, well. All right, so let's see. I'm going to say this one needs to be flipped and this one needs to be flipped. Let's go in and look at our map. That one is flipped, but I have to go back to this one and flip this one. So there was 3 I needed to flip. Oh, I do need to go back and flip this one though. All right, oops, sorry. But with that said, we'll push it into throttle 5 and we'll go back to this one. We'll flip her. All right, let's flip her into 6 and then look at our map. Look at what we got going on. Good, good, good. We are crystal clear, people. Let's hit 2. Yeah. Just kind of we can turn the HUD off and just get some good angles. Look at it. It's, I don't know what it is. It's so satisfying to just push cars around. Don't know how. Alright, we're coming into our twisties. We don't want to derail going super fast, so we'll back down to throttle 5. 15's the speed limit anyways. And we're coming into our siding. And we should be dropping all of these here. I think we have to move all of these trains. Like all of these sets of cars, I think we have to move them. And so, gonna take longer than 40 minutes. How fast are we going? 11? Oh, we're not even at 4. Okay, let's back down to 4. And I think we can kill the throttle here. Yeah, almost. Was almost able to do it. Almost. And we'll kill the throttle now, though. Or not. Yeah, alright. Oh, hey. I don't know what I was thinking there. Alright. Let's uncouple the train. Alright. Good. Now, right where I'm at. Okay. Now it wants me to come all the way back where I've been, right? Okay, cool. That's gonna be simple. Simple. Reverser will be in reverse. 3, 4, and we'll put her on into 5. Look at her go. So I think we'll be coming to one of these sets, probably this set of cars next, I would think. Oh boy. Look at our baby go. Look at her go in the distance. Baby, come back. You can blame it all on me. Look at her go. Really is a masterpiece of a game. Just, there's no way around it. There's no way around it. You know, I know looking at the reviews of some of the games on Steam, you know, they give Dovetail hell sometimes. But they really work their magic with Train Sim. They really have. It's absolutely phenomenal. I want all the DLC for it, and I've got quite a bit, but I don't have everything. And so I've got quite a bit, but I would it takes a lot. It takes a lot of cash if Train Sim World, any kind of train simulator from Dovetail, it takes a lot of cash. It breaks your bank account if this is your hobby. Absolutely does. We'll push her on into 6, right? Yeah, no, we'll push her on into 6. Back her on back down the line. Watch her come. Look at that. Look at that. Alrighty. We're going to back her back down into 4. Actually, we're going pretty fast. 3. Yeah. Now that we got her slowing down. Ooh. Where'd you come from, my friend? You doing some shunting too? Yeah, oh, let's back our throttle all the way out. Alright, and so now let's look at our map. We'll put our reverse on neutral just in case. Alright, we'll have to hit this switch. And this switch. Yeah, we're going for this hulking train. This hulker of a train right there. Alright, so let's get to it. Hop to it. Alright. First or forward. Throttle 1. Throttle 2. Throttle 3. And throttle 4. We'll actually go into throttle 5 because I have confidence. Oh, almost fucked up already. Throw the lever, Crunk. Alright, so we need to go up. Okay. To this one. Throw this one. Let's go look real quick. Hey, they are going awfully fast for being in the yard. Alright, we're good to go. We can quietly go back to our train. And watch him as he goes. And so there's going to be 15 vehicles in this formation. I don't know if I need to leave, if we'll be leaving any here. Go ahead and back down to 5. Actually, we'll back down to 4. I don't want to derail because I hit this thing going like super freaking hard. Alright, that'll work. That'll work. And I'm not doing a lot of first person play. And I think that's because I find it easier to just do these switches like this because it saves time than stopping, getting out, and stopping and getting out, and stopping and getting out. It just saves time, and so I'd much rather do it like this. Now once I start, once I get to where I'm running trains down lines and stuff like that and not just shunting in a yard, I will be I'll make sure to use the engineer seat and stuff more often. Alrighty, we'll go ahead and throw. Go ahead and throw the. There you go. We'll throw her in neutral. Objective complete. Stop as indicated. We'll be going a long ways back down the line. So let's put her in reverse. And we'll be, all right, throttling up. Oof. Ford just barely doesn't have the oomph to pull it to get it started. Alright. I just want to, now that I've got it going though, I want to check my track. Yep. I'll be backing down the way I came in. So can I switch it to, I don't think I can switch it to 5 there. Alright, here we go. Let's get to pulling. The train kept a rolling. Alright. And so I would think, I'm not 100% sure, I would think this would have to be the last train that I have to worry about trying to shunt around and stuff, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I've played this scenario before, and I was making a video for it back when I had first was gonna get Train Sim World up floating around on my channel and such. But I got probably about to this part and I derailed the train, which is why I've been super cautious so far. And so I'm just trying to be cautious. And so that is why you see a little hesitance in the speed and how I'm stopping and just trying to get a feel for just using the throttle and not pushing it so far that I'm like absolutely relying on brakes, because I will screw up a good thing real quick. But you had to pull so far back over here on this one. Alright. But I think we can back it down into 5. Maybe go ahead and back it down into 4. It's a heavy train, and so once you start taking power from it, it's gonna slow down quite a bit, because 4 could barely get it started. So once I throw it into throttle 3, yeah, look at that. I'm gonna throw it back into 4, and then once the mid of this train hits the circle, I'll just drop the throttle altogether, or my rear locomotive. Just drop the throttle altogether. There you go. That's beautiful. Absolutely stunning, my friend. Objective complete. Coupled to the formation of 3 vehicles. So that would have been the the first stop we made. So let's. And oh, she barely got the strength. That's okay though, because we're getting into map. I think right away. Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Oh shoot! Back it back down to 3 real quick. Zoom! 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 All right, I think I hit it in time. Did I hit it in time? I did. Okay. Throttle up into 4, not 2, 4, so we don't lose any speed. I forgot how long this train was. All right, so, no, we're going into the second juncture, so I need to go up 2 and hit that one. So we'll do that right now. This one needs to be switched. All right, there we go. Let's look at our map real quick. Make sure we're golden. Make sure we're golden. Straight. Turned into this siding. Straight into this siding. Excellent, 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 excellent. Oh, we'll bump her on back up to 5 now. Give her a little gas. This is where I messed up when I was making the last video. I'm like, oh no, I'm not starting over right now. And then I proceeded to not play Train Sim World 2 ever again for like over a year. Take when the last Train Sim World video came out and come to now. And that's how long it's been. And you know, I wonder, I'm trying to think. I know I put the tutorials up, but did I put Y101 up? I'll have to go back on my channel and look. And if I haven't, if y'all want me to go back and redo Y101 just so it's up for viewing pleasure, that I can and will do. We're moving, just chugging along slowly. Like I said, this is where, because I hit these 3 cars, and boy did I hit them with some force. Now I don't know how many of these cars I'm going to be untangling, if I'm only going to be doing 4 or 5, or if I'm leaving the whole train here. But I'm assuming that these go onto this line for a different train, and then this and the rest of them will go to one of these 2 other ones. I'm pretty sure all this right here is getting split up between these three main trains, and it seems like we're getting pretty close. So let's back it on down to throttle 4. Oh, we are going way too fast. Way too fast. Way too fast. Slow it down just a bit. Oh, it's absolutely, it's great. Oh, no. Uncouple 11 of the vehicles. I'm gonna throw this one's brake on, just because it's like. Alright. Cool. Alright. We uncouple 11. So, I mean, we're not leaving a whole lot here, but alright, hey, we are in uncharted territory, my friend. So let's get the train rolling again. Alrighty, we'll take the HUD off and just look at it. I like looking at it without the HUD. If I just didn't trust myself or trust the throttle. Now, if I was, you know, working, let's see, like, okay, yeah. And if I was working like from just the cockpit and I could see the speedometer and stuff, then I could trust myself. to run without the hub? Maybe. I don't know, because then I wouldn't have the indicator of how many yards I had left to go. I shouldn't have to hit any switches. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and throw her into 6 and pull her on back and get her going. That's a view for you. I like looking at these views and like looking at the game from the certain angles, and it just looks natural to me. I mean, I can look at it and tell it's a video game, but I just look at it and just like, man, it's like I'm sitting on a hill watching a train roll by. So, but like as you can see with the HUD on, there's no countdown, no nothing. And so sitting in the lead engine without being able to see where you're going, you know. You just kind of have to get out and look. And plus, it's easy. I could go back and forth between the free roam camera and the lead engine, but I also think that that's just a lot of unnecessary work. We'll back it down to 3. Oh, it's stopping awful quickly. Throw it into 4. It's still going to slow down some. Then about the middle of the train. Yep, that's it. And take it all away. Boy, we are at an hour for this video, and I was expecting it to only take 4 minutes. So I think we're going to a completely different siding this time. Alrighty. Reverse to forward, and then let's hit the go-go. We'll throw her into 4 and check the map and make sure, because I wasn't going to make sure last time, and then oh yeah, we're going into a completely different siding. So I'm going to have to go and change. I'm going to have to go up to the second one and change it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up to 2 and change it. Okay. All right. Now that I know that, we'll throw it into 5, and once we get to the switch, we'll throw it into 6. All right. Switch the lever, and then we'll take the HUD away. Hit 9. Let's check everything. Straight, slightly curved. Oh, we've got to go up and hit this one. Works for me. Okay, so let's see. This one. Nine. All right, golden. Let's get back to where the train is. And you know what? Just for giggles, we will we'll ride in the cab. Ooh. I didn't know you could do that. We'll ride in the cab, and then we'll put it up to 6, and we'll see if we're able to stop like we should. If we're able to see what we need to see. I mean, I already know that I've got the train going into the correct siding. I'm hoping that I leave this whole thing here and that we're done. I'm really hoping that, but I don't think we're done. I think we've got to move all those other cars too. So, yeah, see, I'm sitting here and I have no idea. Okay, well, We're just gonna throw it into idle and hope I didn't go too far. I guess it could have. Oh, I was good. Holy cow, was I good? I was good. I hadn't even got anywhere near it yet. See, you just. I started freaking out because I'm like, oh, I'm gonna overshoot it. All right. Oh, wrong way. All right. Here we go. All right. So let's get out here. Let's figure out which ones need to be uncoupled. That one is something I am gonna have to turn the HUD back on for. Right here. Right here. All right. Uncouple. Nice. And then we'll go back to the cockpit. Wait a moment. Objective complete. Back up 875 yards. Alrighty, so reverse. Now see, this could be easier to manage. Well, I mean, I guess in real life you would probably have someone on the radio, and this guy over here sitting in this seat, your co-pilot, would be like guiding you and helping you out and making sure you didn't go, you know, too far, you know. And so, but that's neither here nor there. So we'll back her on up. We've got her going. Check your map because you always make sure you're going in the right direction. Oh, but yeah, I'm more likely gonna have to, especially this one, I'm more likely gonna have to break these cars down between these lines. Everything's flowing the way I need it to flow though, so I just hate it pulls me all the way. It's gonna pull me all the way back here. That's where it takes up a lot of your time at, is it pulls you all the way back. So, but like I said, there's probably some real life engineering thing that like pulls you, that they do, and it's like, yo, you're gonna back up this far no matter how dumb and useless you think it is. So I guess, you know, you never know what could happen. But like I said, it's going to get to a point here in a second where I can't see the blue dot. And that point would be right about now. We'll look at the map. I mean, I guess we could just watch the map, but how fun is that? The way I was watching it was a hell of a lot more fun. Alrighty. When the train gets to that, we will back the throttle down. Like, I don't see the need to bring the train all the way back here. It would be good for it to stop right there, if you ask me. I mean, so we're in 4. I will say, without all those extra trains on there, we are definitely moving a slight bit easier. All right. Come on. She slowed down quite a bit there. Still absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning of a game. All right. Coupled formation of 3 vehicles. So I think we're going to just like the next one up, from where I just was. Yeah, so the only thing I should have to do is come through, is hit this lever right here. So we'll get her, oh my bad. Better get her going forward again, and we'll throw her into throttle 5. Alright, and then we'll zoom on up and hit that switch. And actually, we'll throw her into throttle 6. She's got a long way to go before she gets here. Alrighty. I pray this is the one I want. Let's check the map. Oh, why, yes, that is the one I want. Now, let me tell y'all, this episode is taking way longer for me to make than I wanted to. I'm still gonna have to stay up a second and edit a video for tomorrow, so. Train is coming down the line though, so let's go greet her. Hey there, Bubba. What's up, baby? What's up, baby? Look at you go. Look at you go. I don't see how they would ever think this would take 40 minutes unless this is the last thing I have to do. We're gonna back the throttle out some. We're gonna back the throttle out a lot, maybe? No. Trust your instincts. You've got this. It'll slow down before you get there. Yeah. You're good. Look at it. It's already slowing down quite a bit. You could probably bump it back up to 5. Yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I don't see how they would expect this to be done in 40 minutes because it said 40 minutes. And I'm like, no, I've played some of it before, so I don't think it's going to take 40 minutes. We're sitting at now don't get me wrong, we're sitting at 1 hour and 10. And alright. Tell me, I'm decoupling right here, right? Decoupling right here. I know I am. Objective complete. Uncouple from 6 vehicles. Reverser. Reverse. Oof. Where do I uncouple at? Do I have to be on this side to uncouple? I must have to be. Boom. Alrighty. Yeah, see, now I'm about to go back out, so I don't see how they expect this to take us 40 minutes. It's no way. Unless they just expect you to run, to not run it as carefully as I was, in the beginning, which seems almost insane to me because we're about to back to here and go back onto this line to grab another car. So I'm confused to say the least, to be honest, Unless, we'll find out when we stop here because I don't know. We'll see. Oh, I'm driving over the speed limit. That's okay. We'll back down. Speed limit's 15. Speed limit's 15 in the yard. We can figure that out earlier. We have found it out. Well, we found it out a little bit earlier than this, but yeah. So this video, with the intro and stuff like that, This video is gonna end up being like, you know, a minute and 20, maybe even a minute and 30, you know? So it's like, bro, why? Not a minute 30, an hour 30. Bro, why are you making such long videos? It's because I want to drive trains, my dudes. I want to drive trains. I wonder if YouTubers ever sit there while they're making videos and they're talking and they're like, bro, you do realize you're talking to yourself. I mean, I'm talking to you guys, but you realize you're talking to yourself, my dude. That's not far enough. That's far enough. You realize you're talking to yourself, which, you know, oh, that's done. Okay. How about that? I thought I had a whole bunch more that I was going to have to do. That's what's up. So, yeah, if you're not running, you know, careful, 40 minutes. It took me an hour and 11 minutes to do that. So, if you're not running, you know, super careful, then yeah, that's you can make that. You can make that work. Silver medal. We'll click continue. And we'll come back next time and figure out what we're doing for the next one. Thanks for watching. Let me know what y'all think down in the comment section below. Tell me what you like, what you don't like. And we'll be back here next time with more Train Sim World. Thank you. Train Sim World 2. Got it. See y'all next time.